Hey y'all, Sean here with another video. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to actually find cash buyers in any market. All right, so I'm a wholesaling coach. I actually coach new people coming into this business on how to actually wholesale property, go after properties, get leads, and actually close, find and close properties the proper way. Actually simplify the process on how to actually do this business and make the most or get the most out of this business. All right. So I have a lot of students always asking me, how do you find cash buyers? How do you find cash buyers? And I'm always saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When you get there, I'll help you find it. But, I put together this video because I actually want to show you guys how to find cash buyers in any market. All right, so let's get right into this video. All right, now if you're using REIPro, you want to log into your account. It's going to take you to the dashboard with it, which is this area. And the next thing you want to do is you want to go in lead generation. This is where you're going to actually generate those cash buyer leads. And the next thing you want to do is you want to click on cash buyers and add your city, county, or zip code. All right, so if you want to find a very wide range of cash buyers, of course, you want to go with county. I would suggest going with county. But for this video, I'm going to actually add a city in there. All right, so you could get the drift. So I'm going to add Houston, Texas. Let's scroll down. There it is. All right, so here we go. We have cash buyers, 24,054 leads. And so the next thing you want to do is you want to come over to this area. These are where all the filters are. And you could see Houston in there. If you want to add more cities, you could add more cities. You could add a mixture of cities and zip codes and counties and zip codes. You could mix and match in this area. All right, so you could add whatever in there. I'm just going to use Houston alone for this particular video. We're going to go to the common filters, the pricing area. All right, now we're not going to add any beds and bath in there. So we're just going to add some numbers in here in the pricing area. Now, if your seller says, hey, I want $140,000 for my property, what you want to do is you want to use that as a median price. All right. So what I would do is I would go in here and I would add $120,000 to $160,000. So you're actually pulling data for cash buyers that actually has spent between $120,000 and $160,000. Now, some cash buyers, they may not want to spend over $100,000. Some will go over $100,000. Some may not want to go over $200,000. So with this particular number, this asking price, you want to use that as a median number and go $20,000 up, $20,000 down. All right, some other coach may say a little bit different, but we all use our little strategies a little bit differently. All right, so in my case, I'm going to go between 120 and 160 because I want to actually narrow down that unique list of cash buyers that has been buying in the city of Houston. All right, the next thing you want to do is you want to go to our property type. Now, you don't want to go after cash buyers buying, commercial. So we're going to stick with residential. We're going to open that up. We're going to uncheck all. Now, some people will just go with single family, but I'm going to go with duplex and single family. So I'm going to go with duplex and I'm going to actually go with single family. Do not go with multifamily or townhouse. I wouldn't suggest that. If you want to do that, you can do that also. All right, so I'm going to close that out. And I'm going to go into our property attributes. And I'm going to skip, like I said, bedrooms and so forth, property size, lot size, year built, subdivision. You don't want that. Now, as far as dates sold, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with within the last 2 years. And I'm going to explain why. I want buyers that are actually active, buyers that were buying, 1 year pre-COVID. And 1 year post, we're still in post-COVID. I'm not going to call it post-COVID as yet. I'm actually shooting this video in August 2021. All right. So we're not going to say post-COVID, but 1 year pre-COVID to this date. All right. So we're going to go within the last 2 years. Like I said, buyers that are actually active, even buyers that were still actively buying in COVID in 2020 in the heights of the COVID, epidemic. I was going to say epidemic. All right, so we're going to go down here. We're going to close this out, and we're going to go in owners, and we're going to stick with non-owners, non-owner occupied in-state, non-owner occupied out-of-state. So these are buyers that are actually in-state and out-of-state. All right, so we're pretty much done with there. And guess what? We're done. Results settings, this is pretty much, adjusting how many, results you get over here. You could go with 100. You could go with 500 if you want to see 500. I'm at 100 right now. So here we have 100 properties. All right. Now, the next step is to pretty much close this out. And we're going to go up here and we're going to click apply changes. So now we have 330 cash buyer leads. All right. So if you go over here, you'll see, the potential equity of these properties. You could take a look at these properties. Now, as you can see over here, there's a lot of LLCs, not much personal names. But what I would do is I will actually skip trace these LLCs. Now, as far as, LLCs like the city of Houston, I would not add those to my file. So I would pretty much delete those. I would just not select those, as a matter of fact. And I'll go through the list and just look at, everything. If it's legit, there goes another city of Houston. So I will not go with that. But as far as all the other LLCs, I will select that. So I will actually select the master checkbox and then unselect city of Houston. All right. Now, let me unselect that master checkbox. Now, as far as LLCs, I'm going to have a video up on how to actually skip trace in LLCs. I'm big on Smarter Contact. I use Smarter Contact for skip tracing. However, I actually use batch skip tracing also for when I'm skip tracing a particular list, and like, a cash buyers list, I will use batch skip tracing because batch skip tracing actually skip trace LLCs, and they will give you really good, accurate information. I do have a link down below. I'll have the link there for you. So you could just sign up for batch skip tracing. Now, it's totally free to sign up for batch skip tracing. All right. Just sign up and, get an account and you're good to go. The only thing you're going to pay for are the skips. All right. So you could actually skip trace an LLC using batch skip tracing. And, the list will come back and you're good. So the next step, you want to save your search and you want to add cash buyers, whatever. I'm just going to put a bunch of lines and I'm going to save it. And there's actually one more step. So to save this list, you want to click right here. And of course, you want to uncheck City of Houston. I'm going to uncheck that. And I'm not going to skip trace, the City of Houston. I'm going to uncheck that. I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to add cash buyers, Houston, and I'm going to add selected leads. And there you go. I've saved that. Then you could go to marketing and you'll see your list there. You could click on this, go to marketing, and you will see your leads there. Now, I have a free course, y'all. So if you're new to this business and you need to watch a course that has legitimate information, you're not being robbed information, look, my free course is that and more. All right. So go on my website, which is coachingwithsean.net. That's coachingwithsean.net. All right. So hit me up. If anything, you could reach out to me on my website. All right. I got some information there. And look, see you in the next video. I appreciate you. And as always, God bless.